Hello, today I want to talk about Dante's Inferno, one of three pieces from the Divine Comedy. This epic poem comes to us through almost 6 centuries, and in that time its appeal has barely diminished. The Divine Comedy, and thus the Inferno, is an allegory. But fortunately, a special type of allegory, wherein every element that is present must first respond to a literal reality. This means that all allegorical references presented actually do have a meaning. The allegorical interpretations does not detract from its telling in any way. In fact, many readers have been thrilled by the Inferno's power, with hardly any awareness at all of the allegorical meaning behind the text. Readers of the poem often look at the powerful and vivid language that Dante employs to construct what still stands as a good interpretation of hell and the afterlife. The text is torn by issues from Dante's life, including political, religion, and other affairs. It treats the most universal values of man, of good and evil, men's responsibility, free will and predestination, and perhaps one of the reasons for the power of the epic is that the piece blends these so well, and was written out of the author's deep anguish for being persecuted and blighted, and feeling an unjust system during the time. Our poem follows Dante in his journey through the 9 levels of hell. His description delves into the fantastical and takes very large liberties with what could be interpreted as hell. Virgil is Dante's guide through the entire epic. Virgil could be an allegorical reference to divine wisdom, referencing back to God. Dante, in this case, is an allegorical reference for a noble soul, or a portrayal of the perfect person. And the entire tale could be an acceptance of man accepting their fate, and that they will die. The poem itself has a deep and rich history, and has touched on many, many different references from Greek and biblical times, and blends them into a very nice and well-written poem that has many allusions and symbols taken from these different texts. Dante's Inferno stands as one of the best epics and most well-written epics of the time, and to this day still inspires many writings, including such people as T.S. Eliot, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and others. Though these are people that have passed away since then, their writing has been influenced and impacted by Dante himself and his writings. It can also be said that the Inferno and the Divine Comedy has been translated into so many different languages, and yet still retains a masterfully eloquent and beautiful script. Each canto delves into and looks at a different interpretation of a level of hell, or incorporates Dante on his journey through the hells. I hope that you will enjoy this as much as I do in its reading, and I can't wait to finish it and to see what everyone thinks.